Hey, welcome back for part 2 of our saddle overview series that explains how all of the different shapes and features and materials matter when it comes time to pick the right saddle for you to upgrade. So in part 1 we talked about rails. Here for part 2 we're going to talk about the shell. The shell is what gives your saddle its shape, and it's the base upon which the rails are mounted and the foam is attached on top. So it's kind of that middle piece that makes everything come together. What's interesting about the shells is that the most expensive versions are not necessarily the best option. So you have to decide whether or not you want a little more flex or a little bit not. Even if you can afford the best, it might not be the right decision. And I'm going to explain why. The most basic shell material is injection molded nylon. It's cheaper and more flexible than higher end saddles, which means it's also probably a more comfortable option for beginners. And this is the kind of saddle you'll find on most department store bikes, entry-level bikes, and kids bikes, which is a great starter saddle, but it's going to wear out faster. Next up the ladder is where most performance saddles start, and that's carbon-infused nylon shell. Prologos uses about 20 or 30% carbon, which lets them make it thinner and lighter, yet it's also stronger and more supportive. It still retains some flex, which makes it a good choice for riders who need a more forgiving saddle, but still want something that'll last for many, many years. At the top, once again, is carbon fiber. Prologo's top models use a full carbon shell, which is lighter and stiffer than the carbon-infused nylon. So for some riders, it might actually be too stiff. But if you like a firmer saddle or you found a shape that works really, really well for you, then this could give you the lightest overall weight. That's it for shells, so stay tuned for part 3 where we have a little bit of a foam party and explain why the different types of foams are used on different types of saddles.